Salutation, darlings. Azorwing here, bringing you some more Genshin Impact. Last time, we got to Liyue. Found out there was a bit of a strange sickness going around in Chinville, I think it was. One of the outer... Oh, that's Sumer. Wait, no. Yes. Is that... Yeah, no, that's Sumer. I was like, it's that tree. Is far. There's one hell of a distance to see. But you know, Genshin's got some great sightlines. Yeah, we're off to the Wonjin funeral parlor. We were meant to meet up with Hu Tao, well, technically 2 days ago. But we haven't been able to, so... Let's go see if anything's wrong, if she needs our help with anything.
It's us again! Hello, you two. I'm so sorry,
Hi,
but
Dawn.
if you're looking
Hello,
for the
hello.
director, I'm afraid she still hasn't returned.
Hmm.
What? She still isn't back after 2 whole days?
Welcome. Is that normal?
Not exactly, but it's not unheard of. The director is unpredictable sometimes. She's been known to disappear for up to 2 weeks. Okay, well, in that case, a couple of days isn't a huge deal. Hu Tao will be Hu Tao.
Hey, I spy Zorwing and Paimon. Man, how long's it been? Happy Lantern, right?
Oh, hey, Gaming.
Local gamer says hello. Happy Lantern, right, Gaming?
So, what brings you here?
I gotta make a delivery to Chinyu Vale. It works out nicely because my dad's eager for me to get home for the holidays anyway. So, 2 birds, 1 stone.
Hold on. A delivery from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor to Chenyu Vale? Is this for the Feiyun Commerce Guild by any chance?
Wait, what? Have you been learning fortune telling or something? How could you know that?
No. We just ran into Singcho a couple of days ago, so he told us the news.
Ooh, you scared me there for a second. Thought we'd sprung a leak and on the job. And oh my gosh, I thought we'd sprung a leak. And on the and the one job we were specifically told has to be extremely hush-hush. But sounds like you found out from another source. So we're all good. Miss Undertaker, is everything ready to be loaded up? If so, we'll do a quick inventory count and we'll be on our way.
The goods are ready for inspection. This way, please. Wait, Gaming! The last we heard, Baiju was still trying to figure out a way to help Singcho's great-grandfather. So, did it not work then?
Oh, the Baiju part is news to me. But anyway, the master from the Feiyun Commerce Guild said they just want to ship some items back home to get ahead of the situation. I guess they're hoping for the best and planning for the worst. Don't worry, there's still hope.
Ah, gotcha. Hey, Traveler, do you think we should go see Singcho?
Before you run off on a wild goose chase, Master Xingchu's already back home in Chinyu Vale. He and his brother made the trip together. Something about checking if any repairs are needed at the family home.
That doesn't sound promising.
Let's check in with Baiju.
Yeah, he's sure to know what's going on.
Lovely. Alright, we better get moving. Next time we're going for some dim sum. Not my water. I literally just...
What are the chances? We were just about to go looking for you.
What are the chances? Flirt, you gotta pick a side. Where are you gonna be? There you go, cat. I just look that. Okay. She wants treats that this little piggy ate. Yes, you're Oreo. Like you can hear the echo of song. Hold on. You know Fleur likes treats, but Oreo spooks her. Well, not so much spooks her as she's the most antisocial cat. You stay where you are. You're on thin ice, buddy. Nearly broke. Nearly broke a computer screen. The most curious coincidence. He was Oh, a most curious coincidence. He was searching for you too.
I was indeed. Traveler, there's a situation I need your help with.
Has his lordship taken a turn for the worse?
No, his condition is stable for now. This is a different situation. It's about Chi-Chi.
Oh? Has she not come back?
Chi-Chi? What's wrong with her? Has she passed out too?
She still hasn't come back from her herb gathering trip. It was 2 days ago that she left, and she was supposed to return the same day.
Ooh.
Oh, maybe all the mountain climbing slowed her down. Or maybe she got bored of work and turned it into a vacation.
Given Chi-Chi's unique condition, we always make sure to write the agreed return time in her notebook.
There is also a rule in the notebook which says, not finding herbs, okay. Getting home late, not okay. But now she's over a day late, and still no sign of herbs.
Yikes! Has this ever happened before?
Never, hence our concern. And that something has happened to her, so we posted a commission at the Adventurers Guild yesterday.
But I've dealt with many adventurers in the past, and they don't always fill me with confidence. So I'm not comfortable leaving the search for Chi-Chi to them alone.
Neither am I. Just this morning, some of the adventurers were back already, saying they found the place where Kiki went missing, but got spooked because it was haunted. Needless to say, they did not catch a glimpse of Kiki herself.
In short, right now, you are the only person I feel I can trust completely.
Okay, well, where'd you send her to go herb gathering?
Wulong Hill, in the Chingsa mountain range.
Chingsa again, huh?
Indeed. It's looking increasingly likely that something untoward has happened up there. I saw 2 new patients yesterday. Their symptoms were identical to those present in Timaeus and his lordship.
Well, we can discuss that later. Right now, we should go.
Yep, finding Chi-Chi is the #1 priority right now. We'll update you as soon as we can.
Thank you both. I'm counting on you.
Your father has no master Yujin Terrace has called troops. Go to Wangshan Hill. So strange. Yeah, you'd be very easily pass. I'd have wondered if it was over here, but yeah, no. Alright, let's go to this one. There we go. Oh, random lag.
Freeze! Dodge this! You've been a naughty boy.
Go, Baron Bunny!
There we go. Now let's go back up the mountain. Got our little detour.
Is it just Paimon, or is this place creepier than ever? Paimon really hopes Chi-Chi's okay.
Huh.
Blitz.
There were like 5 random minutes. I'm jumping right into it.
You're in for a little shock.
Freeze! Dodge this!
Go, Baron Bunny! Look! It's another one of Lan Yan's rattan figures! Does that mean she's been here?
Probably, and likely with Hu Tao.
Just what are they up to? Oh, Paimon's got it! They came here to go ghost hunting!
Or maybe, well, maybe, but also maybe they're searching out whatever the cause of all
People
this.
from the Adventurers Guild did say Wuwang Hill was haunted. Hu Tao knows all about ghosts, and Lan Yan's rattan figures have all those witness sigils on them. So she must know what she's doing too.
Then what happened to Kiki? Chi-Chi.
One second. Oh, okay. Hear Paimon out. Chi-Chi's a zombie, so her joints are stiff. That means she can't run too fast, and so she must have gotten kidnapped by a ghost.
A perfectly logical argument, but somehow still not very credible.
All right then. Well, let's keep looking for clues. We'll see who's right soon enough.
Maybe she lost her notebook.
Huh? What was that sound? Ah! Ghost incoming!
Hold up, it's me. So many people seem to have lost their voice. Oh, right. I did this, look up more about the whole lack of voice actors. And basically, it's that one of the voicing studios that Genshin works with is being striked against. So it's not Genshin specifically, it's the whole it's a whole voice actors thing. Voice actors are like, hey, can you not use our voices in AI? At least not without paying us. And companies are like, we pinky promise we won't. And they're like, can we get that in writing? And companies are like, but what if we didn't? And so there's a voice actor strike. Of course, there's a lot more back and forth before that. But that's the quick and dirty summary of it.
Yelan, what are you doing here? We were told this place was haunted. Well, guess it kind of was, just not by ghosts, apparently.
That's right. Managed to scare off a few rookie adventurers, but it looks like you're not so easy to spook. Anyway, don't go any further. There's danger up ahead.
But we have to find Chi-Chi. She went missing around here, and she could be in danger.
I am aware of the situation. My contacts in the Adventurers Guild filled me in. I found an herb gatherer's basket way up the mountain, possibly belonging to Chi-Chi, but I don't think she's here anymore.
Huh. What makes you so sure?
Because I scoured this whole place looking for clues. That's how I know that the immediate area is safe, but beyond this point, I can't be sure. So you're here to look for Chi-Chi as well? No, I'm investigating the unknown disturbance here. About a month ago, the Ministry of Solar Affairs noticed an unusual spike in the number of elderly people seeking medical care in Kinsei Village. Plus, they all seem to be suffering from an unknown illness.
Baiju noticed that too. He's convinced that something's up in Chinksa Village.
Actually, we discovered that the source of the problem isn't Jinsa Village itself, but where we are now, Wuwang Hill. But the village isn't far from here, and the elderly residents are particularly vulnerable, which is why they've borne the brunt of it.
Huh. The plot thickens.
I'll bet Hu Tao and Yan Long knew something.
Probably. If only we knew where the heck they'd gone.
I might have some idea.
Really? So where are they?
Somewhere difficult to reach. For now, you should come with me. We need to speak with Ningguang.
What? Why?
Don't act so surprised. I just shared a top secret information with you. Surely you didn't think I would let you walk away.
What are you gonna do?
I'm kidding. Ningguang is well aware of the situation with Director Hu, and everything I've seen suggests that Lan Yang and Chi-Chi have ended up in the same place as her. Come on, Ningguang will explain everything. Alright. I went way too far. Girly, mind me. There she is.
Hello, traveler. Call me Yelan. I think you may need my help, and I just so happen to be interested in some information you have. In other words, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
Higher voice, but somewhat pidgey, and then Ningguang just in case.
I am Ningguang, Tianshin of Qixing. You wish to trade? You be my personal bodyguard, and I will show you how to get ahead in Liyue.
Higher pitched, both of them because they're women, of course. And then one is on the softer tone, and Ningguang is much more forceful and yet elegant. Back and forth and back. All right. Thumbs up, and it's only natural we get involved. Like, I'd complain, but the only thing I'm... Sure. In the past, I would have said no way. I mean, I'd be happy to join you, but I'm not about to tell my crew they won't get home for the festival this year. That all goes without saying, unlike what I hope you're going to say next. You sure got away with words. Alright, fine. It's a yes. The Gate of Fright, Gunstone Forest. Yeah, I'll handle it. I knew I could count on the great Captain Beidou to answer the call of duty. Save the compliments. Just make sure you pay my crew properly. It's Lantern Rite 6, so they'll be expecting 5 times their usual rate. The deal is sealed, and the trap is sprung. Well, you've got me now, so what about your share, How much will that rob me of? Oh, please. Firstly, no one can wrong the tongue, come on. Not even me. And secondly, keep my... God damn. Twitch your finger. And secondly... Let's see. And secondly, keep my share. It's my gift to you. Go buy yourself a new hairpin with it. Save me a trip to the market, right? Oh, hey, Azorwing and Paimon.
Ahoy there, Captain Beto!
Ah, little Paimon. The bright-eyed enthusiasm is exactly what Niguan needs. She's conscripting you, by the way. Got some real back-breaking work lined up for you.
What?
Sorry, I got a dash. See you around, folks. Oh, yeah, and happy Lantern Rite. To you as well. Yulong clearly knows me well. She brought you two here without me needing to say a word. Baidu said you were conscripting us? Baidu never passes on an opportunity to wisecrack at my expense. She's not exactly wrong, though, is she? Zorwing and Paimon have actually been there before. That makes them perfect candidates.
Been where? Where's there?
I know you're looking for someone, and I don't wish to waste your time, so I'll get right to the point. From what I understand, Director Hu Tao, Miss Chi-Chi, and Miss Yang Lung are currently stranded inside the border.
Border? The border? That border?
Yes, that border. The border between life and death.
Whoa! When did you find out about the border? Wait, and how did you know we'd been there before?
Come on.
Oh, right. Literally your job to know that kind of stuff. Fair enough. Good job.
How are you so sure they're at the border? Time is limited, so I can't go into full detail, but let me give you a brief background on the current situation. 1 month ago, the Ministry of Civil Affairs became more aware of an unusual illness affecting the elderly of Quince. A couple of weeks later, Director Hu came to report a potential disturbance in the border. The Ministry of Civil Affairs investigated and, sure enough, found an ominous presence on Wuwang Hill. Then, 3 days ago, Hu Tao came to us again, and this time to update us that she was now ready to go to the border and investigate the situation in full. We had agreed to meet again yesterday, but she failed to show up. That's when I sent Yi Long to investigate further. Director Hu's last known location was Wuan Hill. Same goes for Kiki and Yang Lung. I'm about 90% sure that all three of them are stuck in the border.
If even Hu Tao can't get out, there must be something seriously wrong.
I hear the echo of a song. Now you know the situation. Are you willing to travel to the border and rescue Hu Tao and company? Your prior experience exploring that realm makes you our best hope.
Of course! If our friends are in trouble, we'll help however we can. But there's one problem. Last time we went to the border, Hu Tao led the way. We don't know how to get there on our own.
I'm guessing Ningguang's already thought of that? You can seek assistance from the Conqueror of Demons at Wangshu Inn. He will show you the way.
Oh, Xiao, of course!
Yelang was preparing to travel to the border herself before you two entered the picture, so naturally he's been briefed on the situation. Understood. We'll head out right away. This rescue mission is of the utmost importance. Director Hu must be brought back safe and sound. Consider it done. Then I'll wait here for the good news. We got lucky. If I'd gone, I don't know what my chances would have been. Don't go pushing your feet up just yet, Yelan. I'm afraid I have another mission for you. I figured that might be the case. What's the situation? The gate array. We've now found the location of the gates of life, concealment, fright, and injury. Is that right? Ketching and Ganyu are heading to the gates of life and concealment, and Captain Beto has agreed to take the corpse feet to guard the gate of fright. That leaves the Gate of Injury. I've racked my brains, and other than the Conqueror of Demons, I can't think of anyone more suitable for this than you. Oh, I see. It's in the chasm. That's right. As for the remaining 4 gates, we're working to calculate their positions based on what we know of the array so far. It shouldn't take long now. When I last saw Director Who, she said that if worse comes to work, activating the 7 and 8 gates array may be our only option. But if you had doubts, I would like to hear them. I don't know much about this magic array, but doesn't it involve obfuscating one of the people involved? That is what troubles me too. Let's continue this discussion another time. Oh, while we're here, I'll get what? It's like hitting them twice. Here, they've gone off. I already got that one as far as I'm aware. Hold on, I pressed the wrong. Because if you look at one of these, I already got the one at Baiju's. There's one at the entrance. Just that one that's already lit up. There's one more way out there past the Adventurers Guild. Like, this is the Adventurers Guild, this is just past that, and that's way past that. I say way past it, like it's way out there. You gotta be careful, because, like, look behind this, and then voila. Look at this one. It's, like, so well hiding. Now, question I have. Okay, you can still hear it. Okay, so as far as I'm aware, I just have 2 coins left. Maybe. These are so cute. Oh my god, Ganyu. Little Xiao. Beta. We're already basically here. There it is. I wonder if it'll tell me when I've visited all festival coins. New to the Wangshan and Wangshu Inn. This thing. Alright. Sorry, I had to mute for a second there. But I'm always bad at turning it on, so I have to be extra careful when I turn. Making sure that I do. Anywho, Zhao, conqueror of demons and
You're already here.
friend of ours. It's you two. Where's Yelan? It's been a change of plans. Do you have any idea how dangerous this mission is?
We'll be fine. Danger's never stopped the traveler before, has it?
The border between life and death is a treacherous place at the best of times, and the recent disturbances will only make it more so. You'll face great peril at every step of the way. There are people stranded there. We have to get them back.
Exactly. Plus, we made a promise to Ningguang.
No. Please go back and please go back and tell them to send Yelan instead. God damn, Zhao.
What? Are we not good enough?
I would feel more comfortable sending Yelan. She's privy to a secret art practiced by her clan. Plus, she has extensive experience in battle. If anything were to happen to his rowing.
Oh, so you're just worried for her safety. Wait, but she has extensive experience in battle too. Come on, think of something.
We promised Zhongli would go?
Huh? What do you...
X coin from Zhongli.
Oh, yeah. So, this is a protective talisman that Zhongli gave us. It even has the symbol of Rex Lapis on it. See? He said we'd better get Hu Tao back, safe and sound, or there will be consequences.
Paimon is the worst liar, but I don't think Zhao will, will call her bluff. Nope, he immediately does. Your attempts to mislead me are futile. The coin is clearly a counterfeit. Carries only the symbol of Rex Lapis and none of his power.
Oh, drat! Zhongli swindled us!
What's worrying you, Zhao? I fear the bad karma I carried would only disturb the border further. So while I can show you to the entrance, I cannot venture inside with you.
Oh, so that's what this is about? You're worried that you won't be able to rescue us if something bad happens, huh? Paimon can understand, but still.
Not the one you should be worried about.
Right! Hu Tao understands the border better than anyone. Without her, no one has a clue how to handle this situation.
Plus, we've been there before.
Yep, that makes us the second most experienced border goers after Hu Tao.
Dare to trust us? Oh. Very well, then hold tight. Aw, he's so freaking worried. I'm like that. I'm trying to think. Is that the worst word I've seen him?
Whoa, that was fast.
The border should be nearby.
So, do you know the spell to open the border?
No. Balancing the forces of life and death has always been the Wangzhong funeral parlor's domain. I'm not familiar with their craft. But since the border has been disrupted, Fector is leaking out. We simply need to find where that leak is. That'll be your entrance. Evil conquering!
That was amazing! So you can see Fetter?
Better. With my adeptus perception, I can sense the presence of the abnormal, whether it's Fetter or not. We shall see soon enough. Let's go. Well, as he said, let's go. Oh. Huh.
Useless.
Monsters!
Vector sent them into a frenzy. Stand back, I'll deal with them.
Worthless.
Oh. Just naturally got hops. This is the place.
Looks like it was Feder you saw back there after all.
As I said earlier, this is as far as I can accompany you, or I risk doing more harm than good. You'll be on your own from here. Don't worry, we'll be okay. Lean your head for a second. Good over... Huh? Weird.
Huh? What did you do?
What indeed? I placed a witness sigil on your forehead so you can share my powers of perception. Now you'll be able to see the Feder. There's no knowing what things are like in there, but hopefully this'll help. When you find them, call my name. I will open the passage and pull you out.
Thanks, Xiao. You've thought of everything. Back in a jiffy.
Aww. Be extremely careful. Aww, Xiao. Be extremely careful. Xiao. Returning to this once familiar place, you find it afflicted by a calamity of unknown origins, such that even the director of Wanshan Funeral Parlor herself has been trapped within. If you choose to venture deeper, you must proceed with utmost caution. Yujin Terrace called the troops.
Paimon kinda recognizes this place from last time, but something feels different.
You know, last time I've been here, it was so long ago. I'm pretty sure it was like Hu Tao's mission story quest. But you're like, yeah, say I do not remember Yu Xiao's ability. Oh, T.
Try not to enjoy this too much. Come a little closer.
It'd be cool if her eyes glowed when that happened.
The path ends here. Should we jump down? Isn't that how we did it last time?
Huh? No time like the present. Ooh.
Huh. We're nearly at the end, right? How come we still haven't found them yet? Also, it's kinda hard to tell that there's been a huge disaster here. It seems just as serene as last time. Maybe try using Xiao's ability. Hey, that's one of Madame Lan's rattan figures! It just ran away! Let's go after it!
Where the hell did... here. Hello. Excuse you. Huh? Gotcha.
The rattan figure is covered in feather. How did that happen? Let's see if there are any more.
Freeze.
I'm not supposed to go back to that one.
Cool it. Dodge this.
Oh. Gotcha. Oh, nope. And nope. Almost. You seem very tired.
Why would Madame Lan leave her rattan figures here? It's like she's using them to cast some sort of spell. Well, if there's two, Paimon bets there's gotta be more.
Yep. Well, come on, little fella. Oh, almost got you. And... Aha! Oh, no. Third time's charm? Nope. We still got some energy to running. Oh, now you're tired. Well, something's going on.
What's going on? Where is this? Oh, is this what the border actually looks like now? It's horrific. Get ready to jump again.
Oof. So it was an illusion. Yeah. As things actually stand. Yeah. A lot less welcoming. I'm sleepy. Don't fall asleep, Kishi. You've already absorbed too much Factor. If you fall asleep, you'll never wake up again. But so sleepy.
Focus on my voice, Chi-Chi. You are not feeling sleepy. You are the most awake person in the whole world. Even if everyone else falls asleep, you are going to stay wide awake.
Oh, world asleep. Chi-Chi awake. That was impressive. I didn't know hypnotism worked in reverse.
Even so, it doesn't really solve anything.
Hang in there. I'm close to figuring out how to get to the exit. Want to close my eyes and dream.
Fight it, Chi-Chi. Fight it.
A dream, huh? All right. Chi-Chi, let me help you with that. Now listen closely. This is how your dream is going to go. Picking herbs in the blazing sun, Kiki wipes her brow. Picking herbs, Gigi. She finds a temple on the hill and goes to seek the Tao. Temple on a hill. An old priest greets her at the door. Surprise! Her name's Hu Tao. Hu Tao. She grabs young Chi-Chi with both hands and buries her deep underground, where Rex Lapis shall never be found. No, don't bury me. Help. Not so sleepy now, are you? No, wide awake with fright. Oh dear.
Drat! Hu Tao, we've got a problem. Somehow they've broken through my illusion.
The monsters, you mean? Monsters?
Don't be afraid, Chi-Chi. We'll protect you.
Not quite monsters.
Hotel, Madame Ron, Chi-Chi! Oh, thank goodness we finally found you.
What the? Oh, so it was you guys. A sorrowing Paimon.
Oh, you frightened me for a second. I thought my illusion had been undone by a bunch of monsters. How did you find this place?
Let me guess. The Tiangong sent you? I knew she'd act if I'd missed our meeting.
Wow, so Hu Tao really planned ahead. She knew someone would come after her.
It's dangerous here. Time to get out.
It's not as simple as that. This place is changing constantly. Director Hu has found the exit plenty of times, but it would always close before we can get to it.
Don't worry, we've got you covered.
Zhao? Zhao. You found them? You found them. Oh, the Conqueror of Demons is coming. Why, thank you. No need. I'll open the passage now. Alright. Monsters.
Drat! They must have sensed the new way out.
Let them come. It's their funeral, courtesy of Director Hu. This will take me a minute or so.
We gotta fend them off.
I'll help too.
Quit it! Fly.
Higher, higher, pants on fire.
Closing in.
Oh, they're attacking the gate.
Swift is the swallow. Flip and fly. Rise. Sacred name. Fortune preserve.
I was just supposed to defend that whole time, right? I didn't need to defeat them all in that time. Everything's okay, right? Hear the sound of bird song.
You see, Shao? Told you we'd be fine.
I always love seeing everyone together. I'm glad you made it out.
Excuse me, sir. But are you the legendary conqueror of demons?
You may spare the formalities. Is everyone okay? We're all right, but Chi-Chi absorbed a little too much Vector. Start from the beginning. What exactly happened? I was picking herbs, then I saw a hole. I tried to block the hole, but instead I fell in.
There's clearly something special about Chi-Chi. If I'd absorbed that much Fetter, I don't think I'd still be around to tell the tale.
Kiki's edition is certainly unique, but regardless, it was still a risky call.
Well then, let's get her to Boo Boo Pharmacy, shall we?
I'll take her. Your work is still not done, so you should return to Yujin Terrace.
Oh, true. We shouldn't keep Ningguang waiting any longer. She's probably as stressed as a slime in a hot spring by this point, right?
I highly doubt it.
Okay, well, we can discuss that later. Let's just head back.
So we were able to get out. I'm like, how haunting is this place? Well, simply, you can't see much of anything. There's the light of the statue to guide you, but until you're out into somewhere else. Crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy. Yes. Really, when it comes to teleporting, most of the time, you have to decide, would you rather jump off a cliff or climb up some stairs? Sometimes both. Honestly, low-key props to the Genshin, right? That there can be a very serious crisis going on, and like, unless you're directly affected by it, odds are you will have no idea anything's going on. Which low-key terrifying. I'm guessing this...
Ningguang! We got everyone back safely!
I'm guessing this is the gate array. Little bluebird. Little yellow bird. Impressive work, Azorwing. You were even quicker than I expected.
Paimon thought you'd be super anxious having to wait for us here at Yujin Terrace, but you seem as calm as ever.
Cool as a cucumber. See? And you thought she'd be hopping around like a slime. If I can't trust you, then I really don't know who I can turn to. My apologies, Lady Qingxin. I promise I'm not usually late for a point. Oh my god, hard glitch. My apologies, Lady Qingxin. I promise I'm not usually late for opponents, let alone by a whole day. Hope you can understand. No apology necessary, Director Who. It was my mistake letting you go to the border by yourself. Don't say that. Even I didn't think the situation would get this bad. Ooh, how bad is this bad? I'd like to know, too, how dangerous is the situation we face, and how does it compare to the previous cases? Way worse, like way worse.
Huh? So this isn't the first time? I've never heard of this happening before.
Well, don't forget, the border isn't part of the natural landscape, so it's more like an old house that's gradually falling apart. So it requires maintenance every once in a while, sometimes every few centuries, sometimes every other decade or so. And of course, that's the responsibility of the Wangshen Funeral Parlor. In the past, though, the worst it got was a few small vector leaks. That's an easy fix with our secret art. It burns away. It burns it all away, no problem. But this time is different. Inside the border, it's like the whole world has been turned upside down. Do you have any idea what the cause might be? No, not so far. The abyss, maybe? I doubt it. I haven't found any traces of abyssal activity.
You're thinking about Natlan, right? It did feel kind of similar, but not exactly the same. Is Lily's border anything like the Night Kingdom in Natlan?
Ah, yes, I've heard a little about the crisis there, but as far as I understand, the Night Kingdom is a true realm of the dead, while the border is more of a boundary between life and death. Yep, It's a declamation line. Life on one side, death on the other. So if the border fails, souls will pour out and the whole thing's become a chaotic mix of life and death. Just like what happened all those millennia ago.
No wonder so many people have been aging faster than normal.
It's a symptom of death encroaching on the world of the living.
Then what should we do now?
Burning away the Vector won't do any good, because the issue is the border itself. Lady Jianzhong, any progress on the 7 and 8 gates method I mentioned last time? Yes, we've deduced the locations of 4 of the gates, and we should be able to pinpoint the rest of the array before long. Whoa, already? The Tianzhong doesn't mess around. Several strokes of luck were involved. Our nation is blessed with good fortune.
Wait a second. That gates method you mentioned. Are you talking about the one from the sanctification of Tao Du?
That's the one. You've seen the state of a border. I can't think of any other way to fix it besides a complete do-over.
Do-over? You mean make a whole new border?
No, not the whole border. Just the part that's been giving us grief. Which is just as well. Reconstructing the whole thing would be much more difficult. So what exactly is the 7 and 8 gates method? The 8 gates refer to 8 key nodes in Liyue's ley lines. Life, death, repose, concealment, initiation, terrain, fright, and injury. They can be used to direct the ley line's energies. 7, 8.
And the 7?
That's the requirement for activating the array. The array master will select one gate from the 8 to subdue evil, cutting off its exit path by using the ley line's power to obfuscate themselves.
What do you mean, obfuscate?
As in, disappear from the ley lines completely, never to be seen again, taking the banished evil along with them.
So someone has to die for this to work? But you can't seriously be considering this.
Now, don't worry. That's the traditional interpretation. But people just assumed that because the lone butterfly sacrificed herself. But let's not forget, they were purifying a whole god. As bad as things are now, it's still a far cry from what they had to deal with. Besides, the border isn't completely ruined, so they're only fixing one part of it. If you ask me, as long as the Array Master can withstand a huge blast of Vector, they'll be just fine. Oh, do you have any proof to back up this statement, Director Who? My proof is that I know the most about life and death out of everybody here, unless someone wants to dispute that. No one? Okay, good. Looks like we're all in agreement. In that case, we can plan our next steps as soon as the Tianzhong has found the remaining 4 gates. Director Who? Something to add, Lady Tianzhong? No, there is something else I'd like to ask about, but it might not be my place to do so. If you do not wish to answer, then please pretend I never said anything. Sure, what is it? Do you believe today's border crisis could have anything to do with the Wuang Hill disaster from over a decade ago?
Huh? There was a disaster at Wuwang Hill? What happened?
What indeed?
Some sort of natural disaster, wasn't it? There used to be a village there, but then there was a flood or something. It took a lot of lives, and all the survivors moved away.
Oh my god.
But that doesn't explain how Wuwang Hill became the dark and gloomy place it is today. Maybe there was more to it.
Phew. No, Lady Tianzhong, I don't think those two events are related. Excellent. Well, that puts my mind at ease. Everyone, let's meet here again in 2 days. We should know the location of all the gates by then. All right. Well, I've got a lot of preparations to make, so I'll be heading back to the funeral parlor now.
Sounds good. If we're all done here, I'd better get going too.
Wait, Lanyan, Paimon meant to ask, how did you know where to find Hu Tao? Did you already know something was wrong with the border?
Oh, that. Yeah, I definitely owe you an explanation. Why don't you meet me at the Adventurers Guild later? I just need to write a letter to my family first. I want to let them know I'm fine. And I also have some questions I want to ask them.
Alright, then we'll see you at the Adventurers Guild.
Ningguang? What's bothering you, Ningguang? The Wulong Hill disaster has always haunted me. Still, if Director Hu says the incidents are unrelated, I probably shouldn't pry any further. No kidding. An entire town nearly being wiped out. Even if it is by a natural disaster. There's nothing... It's nothing to scoff at. I'm like 90% certain I already got this one, but I want to double check. Oh yeah, no, I definitely already got this one. Thankfully, they don't turn off if you hit them multiple times. Oh yeah. As I vaguely mentioned before, my destinations have passed the Adventurers Guild. The wrong button. C is right next to V. Nope.
Traveler! Paimon! Over here! Perfect timing. I literally just posted my letter. Anyway, back to your question. Let me guess. You're probably thinking I predicted the border crisis with some kind of mysterious magic.
Maybe.
Well, yeah. Aren't the Lawns of Chen Yuvale all experts at Qeman divination or something?
No, that's simply not true. Yes, the Qeman arts have been practiced in my clan for many generations. And yes, Wind Reader is listed as one of our ancestors in the genealogy, but my family are only distant relatives. We branched off from the main family line long ago. By my grandpa's generation, the only Qeman he knew was a few parlor tricks. Put it like this. My grandpa makes a living telling fortunes in Yilong Wharf, but I'm making more than him just selling my handmade arts and crafts.
Huh. So why exactly did you come to look for Hu Tao?
Because Grandpa's readings have gone sideways recently. The romance and career fortunes are doing okay, but when it comes to longevity, everyone's readings suddenly saying they only have a few years left to live. It gave Grandpa quite a fright. Fearing backlash from his clients, he closed shop and shut himself away at home, trying to divine an answer to the strange readings. But after days and nights of divination, the only clue he got was Wangshang Funeral Parlor. Right around that time, I happened to receive an invitation from the Ministry of Civil Affairs to organize a street fair. So I figured I might as well drop by the funeral parlor to see what Director Hu might know about all this.
Oh. Wait, so your grandpa's divinations were correct all along, weren't they? The longevity readings were affected by the border crisis, and Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was the answer, because they can fix it!
Yeah?
It's certainly looking that way. A Apparently, every soul in Liyue is now living under the creeping shadow of death. But so far, we are the only ones in the know.
I have another question. What's the deal with the rattan figures?
Wait, that's the one I left at Miss Yingar's shop. It's actually a product of genuine Chiman art. It's engraved with an exorcism sigil to absorb inauspicious energy in their owner's place, so they won't come to harm. I had no idea you'd been holding on to it all this time. I guess it was meant to be. You're more than welcome to keep it if you like. When I first arrived at Liyue Harbor, I passed by a large house and felt a chill go down my spine. So I made a rattan figure and gave it to the young master there. Later on, I also sensed something similar around Timaeus, so I made another one and left it at Scent of Spring. Then I followed Director Hu to Wuwang Hill, only to find she disappeared without a trace. While I was searching the area, I found Miss Chi-Chi. She was stuck in some kind of crevice, and she seemed to be blocking something from coming through. When I tried to pull her out, we both got pulled into a cold, dark place, which I soon discovered was the border. We wandered around aimlessly for a while, until we ran into Director Hu. She'd lit some incense and was burning Feder left and right with a flaming staff. But there was just too much. There was no way she could hope to get rid of it all. Worse still, the Feder blocked off the way we'd come in, trapping us inside. Thank goodness you came to our rescue.
Whew, what an ordeal. Still, your family sounds more impressive than you let on. Didn't you use some kind of illusion magic in the border?
Right. When you first got there, everything looked peachy keen.
Yes. Actually, that and the rattan figures are things I learned from one of my cousins in the main branch of my family. She's been practicing the Chiman art since she was little. She's also the one I posed some questions to in my letter back home.
Questions about the 7 and 8 skate method?
Wow! Good guess. Yes, I want to know for sure whether sacrificing one of the participants is a necessary part of the method or not. I figured she might know.
Fingers crossed it's not.
Huh? But Hutao already told us it won't come to that. She said we just need to make sure the person can withstand a strong blast of Feder.
I certainly hope that's true, but I can't help but feel uneasy about it. I haven't known Director Hu for long, but I get the sense that she prefers to keep the truth bottled up sometimes. Sure, she talks a lot, and isn't afraid to broach dark and uncomfortable topics, but she really hasn't said much in the way of her own private thoughts. It's like she's already got a plan, and is keeping it to herself.
You mean, you think she lied to us?
I wouldn't call it lying per se, but remember when the Tianquan asked about the incident at Wuwang Hill from a decade ago?
Yep. Hutao said that it doesn't have anything to do with what's happening now. Are you saying they actually are related?
Do you know anything about what happened then, Yanglong?
I just heard that there was a flood. But given everything that's going on, I think it likely had to do with the border as well. That would at least explain the strange weather going on at Wuwang Hill. I remember my cousin saying that around that time, the Wangsheng funeral parlor set up an altar on top of the hill. I just assumed it was for a funeral. But now, I can't help but wonder if it was some sort of ritual to try and fix the border. Anyway, the ceremony was hosted jointly by two former directors of the Wangsheng funeral parlor, namely Hu Tao's father and grandfather.
Oh, really? Hutao's never mentioned her dad to us before. How strange. So you think there's more to this story, huh?
Yeah, but since she brushed it aside when the Tianquan asked her about it, I don't see how I can broach the topic. I've only known her for a few days.
I guess we should go talk to Hutao ourselves.
Huh? You think we should ask her about it? But she's never opened up to us about family stuff before. What if she shuts us out?
Well, that's her choice. All we can do is try. You can keep poking her till she tells us the truth. Her choice.
All right, let's go find her and take it from there.
I hope my family will write back to me soon.
I will forever find it funny then various locations. There's just these missing person posters. I was looking for someone just like the local blonde traveler hero that you may have or may not have heard of and seen of. Oh, Hutao.
Hutao!
Soaring Paimon, what's up? I haven't spoken to you in 5 minutes and you're missing me already.
Yep, so we thought we'd come hang out with you. What were you looking at just now?
Something so amazing you wouldn't believe it, but I'm not showing you. Why? Is it a secret photo of me? Seriously, though, you probably shouldn't joke about that. You don't want to jinx it. Oh, jinx it how? Well, the people in this picture keep appearing in my dreams lately, and none of them are around anymore. So keeping you out of this picture is probably for the best. All right, I'll quit joking around. Here, take a look.
Huh? Wait, are they?
Oh. Her father and perhaps grandfather? He has his eyes closed, but they certainly sure eyes. Yeah, my dad and grandpa. Without this picture, I'd probably have forgotten what my dad looked like by now. When he was passed, I was still too young to understand what was going on. Everything I know about my dad, I learned from my grandpa. So, what happened to him, if you don't mind me asking? There was a border incident on Wuwang Hill about 12 years ago. My dad tried using the art of Homa to burn away the Vector, but he slipped up and suffered a lethal exposure to it. He died on the spot.
That's awful. So, is that what made Wuwang Hill the way it is today?
Yep, his mistake didn't just cost him his own life. It took most of the village out and left lasting changes on Wuwang Hill itself. Thankfully, my grandpa managed to deal with the fallout, but that's not to say he escaped unscathed. He didn't even make it to 60 before he passed. So your grandpa was affected by the incident with your dad. Well, he never admitted to it, of course, but given how fit and healthy he was before that, I would have expected him to have a few more years left in him.
Sounds like you blame your dad for all this.
How could I not? It would be one thing if he was just a spoiled brat who never amounted to anything, but he was a genius. He was, and still is, the best spellcaster in our family for generations. Grandpa always called me gifted for mastering the Wunjin arts by the age of 8, but by the time my dad was 8, he was already hosting rituals and incinerating Factor all by himself. Fixing the border prices should have been a piece of cake for him, and he messed up. Who else is there to blame if not him?
But maybe the question is, why did he mess up?
Because he was an unworthy director. Every past director has burned away all of their belongings when they pass on, leaving at most 2 items behind. My grandpa, for example, left only his hat behind, but my dad, he left a whole pile of stuff, including this meaningless picture.
But doesn't that show how much he cared?
No, not at all. It shows that he was unable to let go, and the fact that he couldn't let go is precisely why he failed that ritual. He was too attached to his aging father, his young daughter, and the world where were all together. That's why he hesitated in that final moment, because he was afraid to die. He lost focus, and death won, taking his life and many others. In this line of work, we know better than anyone how hard letting go can be. We see it all the time, but as funeral directors, it's the one thing we cannot allow ourselves to fall victim to. Like Grandpa always said, we should live in life and die in death. That's the whole basis of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor's existence. Unfortunately, with my dad, those teachings went in one ear and out the other. He really let everyone down.
You don't need to be so hard on him. Sure, he made a mistake, but he can't have meant for things to turn out this way.
You're missing the point, my little Paimon. It's precisely because he's my dad that I choose not to hold back. There isn't a father in the world who would disapprove of their daughter being outspoken, because a father's biggest fear is that once he's not around anymore, his daughter will never get to be that carefree, sassy little kid ever again. So I'm going to keep talking trash about him all I want. On the off chance he ever overhears me, I'll know he'll take some comfort in knowing that I never stopped just being myself and living my life my way. Anyway, so that's the brief history of Wangshan Hill for you. Anything else on the agenda? Thank you for being so open with us. Did you think I'd hide it from you? Nah, we're better buds than that. Plus, you did just rescue me from the border, so I owe you big time. Answering your questions seems like the least I can do.
Alright, in that case, Paimon has one last question. Earlier, you said that no one will have to die when the array is activated. Is that the truth?
Yes, in my highly professional opinion, yes.
Okay. That's all Paimon wanted to hear.
Try not to dwell too much on all this stuff, okay? There's still 2 days to go. So check out the street fair and enjoy yourself. You said it yourself, remember? Gotta keep a reasonable work-life balance. I'll see you at Yujin Terrace in 2 days' time. This time, we're going to turn death to ashes. Hello, hello. Stream's doing fine. Human arts and the rite of Homa. The spirits are calmed and life restored. Today's the day Ningguang's had to meet up again. It's head to Union Chairs. Anyway, stream's going well. Hello, hello. Zoe. How long have I been here? We're 18. Stream's going fine and dandy. I was just about to take a quick lunch break. And since there are so many characters to voice, I'd definitely stop for that. Oh? Jory.
The design of this lantern is exquisite. Definitely worth the trip. Take care.
Right, there's various characters around.
Work has been so much less demanding since my transfer.
I wonder what people think of the random. Ah. Didn't get it that time.
Work has been so much less demanding since my transfer.
Brain fog. My mind's going completely blank.
And then there's a telescope nearby that's looking somewhere for certain. Oh. Yeah. Hmm. Windy. Anywho, we're gonna take a quick lunch break.
Brain fog.
Because unfortunately, there's only so much time. Yes, I've got 2 days. And I know for the couple days I'm going to be busy, so I see how much I can get done today. So I guess I'll see you later. Maybe later in a video, maybe later when I stream. Until next time, darlings. Bye.